This is Hollywood. Matías Bombal with you, and from Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow Pictures, we have Winter's Tale, based on Mark Helprin's fantasy novel of the same name. This is really a romantic fantasy that, within the plot of the story, transcends time itself. Colin Farrell stars as a mechanically inclined thief who breaks into a Manhattan mansion in 1916, only to find the daughter of the house alone and suffering from consumption. She warmly welcomes him, and he falls in love at first sight. As in many fantasy narratives, this pure love at first sight will undergo tests of time and in and out of time itself as evil versus good battles, which are fantastic in nature, occur. The primary antagonist, played by Russell Crowe, is none other than a demon ally of Lucifer himself, played in this movie by a very contemporary, or should I say timeless, Will Smith. The story explores the idea that we all have a purpose in the fabric of life and that our destiny may be to affect other lives, and quite possibly that our purpose in life is to be a miracle for someone else. In the past 9 months, you may have heard me complain that I'm tired of seeing at almost every new film the sentence, based on a true story. At last, not so with this feature, which is a flight of fancy of wild imagination, turned into a screenplay by the film's director, Akiva Goldsman. The promotion for this release correctly informs you, this is not a true story, this is true love. It invites you to believe in miracles. There's a great cast in this movie with period and modern sections. In this scene, we see Colin Farrell presenting his intentions to his love's father, played by William Hurt, in the period part of this movie.
What are your motivations, intentions, and desires? Tell the absolute truth. Don't elaborate. Stop if a neighbor, child, or servant comes in, and be brief.
Be brief. These are complicated questions.
You can be brief. If you were one of my journalists, you'd be finished by now. God created the world in 6 days. 8 p.m.
I'll try.
It's unnecessary.
All right.
Unnecessary.
My name is Peter Lake. You're right. I'm a thief, and I'm a damn good one. I love Beverly. Our relationship goes by no name. I have no intentions. I desire her, and I am moved by love. Do you understand?
How do I know that you're not moved by vanity or curiosity? How do I know that you're not here for the money in this family?
I was an orphan. Orphans don't have vanity. I'm not quite sure why, but one needs parents to be vain.
And of her condition?
I've never loved much before. So death hasn't been something to be avoided. But now when I think of losing her, is it possible to love someone so completely they simply can't die?
That question will be answered in due course in this story, which also features in the cast Eve Marie Saint, a Native American actor, Graham Greene, and a magical white horse which takes to the air like Pegasus and was most reminiscent of the enchanted white horse in one of my favorite movies of all time, Jean Cocteau's La Belle et la Bête, Beauty and the Beast, where the white horse Magnifique would know just where to go if you merely said to it, "Go where you are going, go, go, go." This story just about goes every place, and I understand that Martin Scorsese optioned it, then turned it down as unfilmable. I could imagine the pitch meeting at Warner Brothers for this, where the only way I could sum it up in one sentence would be, Somewhere in Time meets The Gangs of New York. Without giving anything away, I think this movie, with its beautiful art direction and imaginative story, should be seen. Colin Farrell manages to make it unchanged by time to 2014, 98 years after falling in love at first sight, but with a memory loss, not knowing why he is suspended in time. Here we see Jennifer Connelly holds the key to that answer.
Oh, that's Old Man Penn.
She played Brahms. Beverly. Her name was Beverly.
be your father. What's happening here?
I found myself asking that very same question throughout this movie, but not in a negative way. It's a reaction to the fact that the story pushed ideas that are not often seen in contemporary movies, or elements that would be deemed too fantastic in typical movie narratives. As a result, I liked it quite a bit, and I think you might enjoy it yourself. The audience at the preview screening applauded it, with reactions going from "I loved it" to "that was interesting," so it is likely to be much discussed or even develop a cult following, like Labyrinth or the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I often like to point out a member of the cast that I've not seen before that I predict will have a future based on an effective screen moment. This time it's Finn Wittrock playing the part of Gabriel, a fallen angel on Earth coerced to do Russell Crowe's dirty work. Watch for him. He's quite good. Winter's Tale is the most unusual film I've seen this year, and a very welcome change from the formula material thrown at us from all the major studios. This is your pal, Matías Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.